Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to do volume 2 of the What in the Heck Have I Been Doing Lately? So these are more of along the lines of actual paper, like your traditional paper crafting. So the last video that I showed you guys, I was talking about embellishments and paper clips and charms and this, that, and another. So if you guys don't know, I do all kinds of crafts. I am very limited with my knowledge on other crafts outside of paper crafting, but I do mingle a little bit with the other crafts. I'm like, hey, how you doing? And then, you know, I go back to my paper stuff. Anyway, so I recently got a magazine that was filled to the brim with goodies. I mean, it was insane. And that's what the magazine is it's a kit. So it comes with all kinds of stuff. Sometimes you get a stamp, sometimes you get a die cut, sometimes you get paper, sometimes you get stickers, sometimes you don't get any of that and you just get the magazine. But this time I ended up getting some of the die cuts that were pre-punched, and you just, you know, poked them out of the paper. So I get some of the die cuts, I got the paper itself, and if I'm not mistaken, yes, I did get stickers. Lots of stickers. So some of these were from the magazine kit, and then I also added some stuff as well. So these are just some random cards that I made. So this one says, with love. Some of the journaling paper is adhered into the card, and some of it is not. So this one says, with love, and it's got some kitties. I didn't put anything extra on there because I kind of wanted to accent the kitties because they were so pretty. Or showcase, rather. And then this one says, especially for you. Oh, this is going to be fun. So it takes a minute to get the cards back in there because they're bulky. So they don't want to necessarily go in there. This one says, Mom and Me. Got butterflies everywhere because you guys know I love my butterflies. And this one, so with this one, I actually raised the paper. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. It is on mounting tape. And then I've got some stickers here. It says Mother's Love and one of the butterflies from the cover. Or one of the stickers, kind of like the cover one. And that's that one. So they're not all Mother's Day, but there are a couple. This one says One of a Kind Mom. This is a border sticker from K & Company. And this is the same border sticker. It's in the background. And so what I did with this one is I just took a piece of kind of plain-ish paper and put it here. And then put the border sticker on top of that, kind of centered it. And then put a little kitty on top of that. And then put Wonderful. And like I said, the journaling, not all of them are stuck in there like this. This is actually really, really old paper. I got this from Creative Memories way back in the day when I actually used to sell that stuff. And it's super expensive. It's crazy expensive. You have like a $500 quota or something like that. And I'm like, whoa! This one says Dream. It's got the dragonflies on it. And then, again, like I said, they're not all stuck in there. And then this is the cover, lots of love with some more dragonflies. And hopefully this tissue paper might do a little bit better for a background for my stuffs. Not as big of a glare, I hope. This is a bird. This is the card and the envelope. This one says, Best Mom, Happy Mother's Day. I really like this one. Actually, I really like all the Mother's Day ones. This one says Friends Forever. And this one, again, with the border, I just put it as like an accent piece up there. And this is a great example of how you can have very minimalistic cards, but still look really, really cool. Like, I really like this one a lot, and it's super, super simple. Like, there's 4 things on the envelope. And then this one here, again, this has, you know, 4 things. It's got the piece of paper down here, the tag, the flower, or die cut rather, and then the paper. So there's the card, and there's the envelope. There's another card, and there's the envelope, or another envelope and the card. Okay, so those are the cards, and now I'm gonna set those aside. Just kind of have them sitting up there right now. That way they're easy so I can grab them and go. These are some things that I did with my napkins. I've made gift bags, so they're, again, these also sit up there, so they're really easy to just grab and put my goodies inside and give them to my friends. So I only have a couple of the puppies left because I've used a lot of them because they're just so freaking cute. Like, I mean, seriously, look at that. When you want to receive one of those are cute. So these are some napkin things that I have been doing. I made a few bags. I made a card with the envelope, matching envelope. There we go. And I stamped them because I got a new stamp and I was like, "Ooh, that's pretty." I normally don't stamp things. I actually have quite a few of the made by or handmade or made with love or stuff like that, but I haven't, I don't stamp my stuff. I don't know why. This is a filled bag. I'm not going to go over what's in it because it is for a friend, and I'm fairly certain that friend watches my channel. So, I'm not going to go over what's inside of it, but this is a bag that is full of goodies. But see, this is what I mean. There's no tape right here, by the way. Absolutely no tape. But because of the stiffness of the napkin and the Mod Podge, you can just crease it and it's good. It's not going anywhere, which is what I love. So I've got a couple more. There's this one here. I made 6 of these and I have 1 empty one left. I made 6 of these and I have 2 left. I made 1 of these. I only have this on this side. This side is still the green little polka dots. This is very similar. Actually, it's exactly like the little pretty bags that I made earlier in another video. Same thing. It's just made with one of the party bags instead of the brown paper sacks. So those are the bags that I've played with my napkins. And now I'm going to try to put this back up here. Oh, without turning the light off because my light is right here. Oh, I also did this one. It's an envelope. It's a manila envelope. And I put the napkin on this side. Then I put it on this side. And then I put it right here. So when you open it and when you open it up, it's not that funky colored yellow from the manila envelope, because you can still see it on the inside if you really open it up, but if you're just sitting there like this, you can't see it. So that's what I like about that one. So that's what I did with my napkins. Then I decided to start playing with sprays. So the first thing I started doing was playing with my spray inks. I got a couple last year on clearance. I got a couple just recently at Tuesday morning, and I've just been going crazy with them. So I just sprayed envelopes. But before I realized what I was doing, this part is completely empty. And I was like, But if you use this for Happy Mail, then you're going to seal this anyway, and it's not going to matter. So there's those. And then these are the first time I started playing with my coffee stain spray, which is this guy right here. So this is like a full bottle of water, and then I put like half a container of, like, it's very concentrated. I put half a container of the instant coffee in there, and yeah. So there's those. The next thing I did was this. So what I did with this was every time I would go to bed, like I would be done for the evening, or I wouldn't even be in here, but you know, I was going upstairs, go to bed, whatever. Right before I did that, I would pull out some papers that I wanted to that I wanted to stain, and I would spray them, flip them over, spray, and leave them. And then I'd come back in the morning and gather them all up, and this is what happened. So I have got a very large clip on this. I've got these envelopes here. This one's actually got stuff in it. I've got these envelopes here that I made, and there is a tutorial on these, or at least a video on these. And there is these, which I love these. So I don't know what gave me the idea to do this. I just like randomly like, hey, I wonder if I can do this. And I started staining these coffee staining these cupcake liners. But then just yesterday, actually, I started, I was browsing around on YouTube, and there is someone who came up with this idea before me. I just happened to randomly think of it. I didn't like, go and take anyone's idea, but that's why I'm telling you, because I did randomly think of it, and then I saw the video and I was like, well, that's kind of cool. But her name is Yenny. It's like Yenny Stories, or Yenny something. It's Y-E-N-N-Y something. I can't think of what the rest of it is. But she's super sweet. I love watching her stuff. She's very, very sweet. And her style of crafting is very, very similar to mine. She loves doing the vintage stuff. And she does so many really cool things, especially with embellishments. So these are colored paper liners. And then these were white. It's probably going to be easier if I do it like this. There we go. So these are just, you know, regular. These are the mini cupcake liners here, and this is what they look like when they're stained. And these are I just recently bought these. They're called candy cups, but that's what these look like when they are stained. So I actually can't wait to start playing with these. I'm a little excited. So there's those, and that's what was in the envelope. Go back in there. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, and so the other items were just kind of random pages that I wanted to stain. So this is out of a book that I have. It's actually this book right here. It's very handy. It's called Children's Songbook. I got it at Goodwill one day. But I am not familiar with these songs, like, at all. So, yeah. I'll walk with you. The fifth article of faith. The fifth article of faith. Nemphy's Courage. The Holy Ghost. I know who that is. I've just never heard the song. I Like My Birthdays. Hearts of the Children. Had I Been a Child. The Church of Jesus Christ. Again, I know that church exists, but I've never heard the song. You've Had a Birthday. Smiles. A smile is like sunshine. Anyway, so it's a book of songs. It's pretty old. The copyright is, I think I went over this, I'm not sure. Copyright is 1989. So I just basically took a couple of those pages and sprayed them. So this one says, I have 2 ears. Again, never heard the song. 2 happy feet. Again, never heard the song. I haven't heard of any of these things. This was one of the index pages, which I thought was kind of cool. And I like the images on here too, because especially when they're coffee dyed, they're even that much more vintage looking. So there's those. Oops. A beauty everywhere. I mean, it's cool. And I like the fact that it's music with pictures. There we go. And that's it for those. And like I said, I would do, the first time I did it, I sprayed like 2. And the second night I did it, I sprayed like the rest of them, which was kind of funny. So these were all done in one night. So I literally just laid out a mat on my carpet, because I have a carpet on top of my rug, or I have a rug on top of my carpet. There you go. But I laid out a mat on top of that because I didn't really want to stain my rug. and I just sprayed everything, and oh, hold on. Okay, so I just sprayed everything and then left it and picked it all back up the next morning. So this is that. And I'm just going to go pretty quick because I do have other things to show you guys. And I don't really want to do a third video, but I might have to. So I thought these were really cool. This is actually really neat, and I'll show you the paper pad that these came out of. These all came out of the same paper pad. Let me grab that real quick. They came out of the DCWV, the Everyday Essentials. I got this at Joann's. I don't remember when, but I got it a minute ago. So it's been a minute since I bought it. I think it was back in December. I think it was back in December when I bought this. So anyway, those are all of the coffee dyeing stuff, and I can't wait to start playing with them. In a recent video, I mentioned that the junk journals were very intimidating for me, and they really, really are. But I really want to tackle one and see like what happens. I mean, the worst that's gonna happen is it turns out terrible and I just like throw it away. I mean, seriously. So I should just try it. Anyway, so that's the paper that it came from. What am I on right now? 11. Oh gosh, I have so much more to show you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. It's gonna be a little bit of a longer video, but I know a lot of my viewers really like the long videos, so why not? Okay, so this is not actually taped to my desk. It's just kind of sitting here, so it moves. All right, so I don't know where to start. I have 3 really big projects to show you guys. I guess I'll start with the one that I did first, which is this one. This is a mini album. This one and the next one both came out of the same templates. If you've been with me for a minute, then you have heard that, me talking about Genevieve Designs and her templates, her downloadable templates. She does have some free ones. Go on her Facebook page, add her as a friend, and then she has these pictures that you can copy, and like she has designed them, so they are legitimately hers to give away. And anyway, they're templates, and you can use those to create many different things. This particular one I purchased, and this comes from the Paper Dream collection, which is this. Let me show you guys this real quick. So this is my notebook for the Paper Dream, and this is what it looks like when you purchase it. It comes in a PDF file, and it has basically all of this in a PDF file. And so you have the title here, and then you have all of the stuff inside. These are all of the instructions on how to do it. It seems like it's really intimidating, but trust me, it's not. It's super easy. It flows very, very quickly. In the matter of 3 days, I made 3 mini albums and a keepsake box. So it's super, super easy, and she does a wonderful job of showing you guys how to walk, like how to go through the process and how to put everything together. So definitely go check her out. I will definitely try to leave her channel in the description box below, and it's Genevieve Designs. So anyway, this is an album that I created. This is from Tim Holtz. This is from Tim Holtz, and this is from Tim Holtz as well. This paper is the, oh, I set it down and then I moved it. Wait. This paper is from the K & Company and the Susan Wingate designer. I don't know what it's called. I've mentioned this several times in the last few videos. Because I've used this paper so much, there's hardly anything left of it. It's Susan Wingate designer, and it's from K & Company. So anyway, excuse me, there's a lot of different aspects to this. We've got some Happy Mail in here, like little gifts that I've gotten from Happy Mail. I've got a pocket right here. So in this little pocket, I've just put a bunch of stuff. This is some butterfly that I made, And I mentioned them in the first video of this little mini series, if you will. It's really only just the 2 videos. I wouldn't even call it a mini series. But anyway, also I showed you guys how to make these butterflies. I also showed you guys how to make these bows. This bow is just attached to this little flippy flop page here, which I thought was really cute. You could add extra pictures on here if you wanted to. You could journal on here. You could journal on this side. You could add pictures on this side. Again, the same thing here. This is like a little envelope that's folded in half. I love this envelope. I got these from AliExpress. It only came in like a pack of 4, but they're really cute. This was a gift in a Happy Mail, and again with the bow. This particular piece of paper here came from, oh gosh, what is that book called? A Diary of an Edwardian Lady. And I love that book. It's actually not a super vintagey book. It's the print is 1977 if I'm not mistaken, but the pictures in there are, oh my god, they're beautiful. So with this, I basically just cut the or I ripped the page in half and folded it in half, and I inked right there where I folded it and right there where I tore it, and that's it. The rest of it, that's how it came. So there is that. And in this little pocket, I've got some tickets that I got from the Dollar Tree. Basically, all I did was tear them apart and stuck them in here. And this is a little thing that I got in Happy Mail, and that's in my little pocket up here. And you could put anything in this little pocket, and that's kind of the point of it, is to keep like keepsakes and such like that. These butterflies also came in Happy Mail. These were an AliExpress order. Love these little envelopes. Super cute. So there's that. And then just tuck them in this little belly band here. And then this one, super cute. I love this thing. This is like a little mini junk journal. Like, it's super, super mini. So basically all I did was I took a full sheet of tracing paper that I had stained, and I folded it in half, and then I folded it in half, and then I folded it in half until I got this size. And then I tore open all of the folds so it was just straight across. And I did not like cut this to make it perfectly even. I left it uneven very specifically. I stuck it in my stapler and stapled the middle. I actually flipped it upside down and stapled the middle so the flat side was on the outside. And that was all I did with that particular thing. And oh, and all of these little guys here have photo mats in the middle. So you have a journaling spot on one side and you can put pictures on the other. And they have little tabs on there as well. And then this one here is another little flip, but this one also has a journaling spot. There's lines on this paper as well as the one that I just showed you here. And underneath here, I have magnets everywhere. Love, love, love magnets. This one is vintage style stamps and vintage style sticker stamps. So this one is Alice in Wonderland, and this one's kind of like a traveler's theme. I actually had to cut this one down because the border of the sheet was too big for the page. This was the first little micro mini journal that I made, and I thought it was super cute. I decided to make a second one, which was the tracing paper. And this is the same paper that I showed you guys earlier. This came from the same book. And I did the same thing. I just folded it, folded it, folded it, and then stapled it in the middle. And again with the photo mat. And this little guy here was from a book that I tore apart, and I kept this page specifically because it just looks really cool. So I just folded it in half. I inked right there where I folded it, and that was it. And that is another little butterfly clip that I made. And that is the first mini album that I made. And yes, I did say first. So there's that one. The second mini album that I made. I have this charm on the side of it. So I made this. This was something else that I was doing. So there's one of the little things that I showed you guys in the previous video. I was just like, oh, I had like 5 of them. Now I have 2 left. Well, there's one of them. And I just added it to here. So this thing here is a Tim Holtz clasp. And this feather came from Michael's. It actually ended up getting some spray on it, which I kind of like. I think it's cool. But this came from Michael's. I got it on clearance when they were like 50 cents a pack. This little in between here is, they were strung beads that I got at Michael's again when they were like at 60% off like a specific color or something like that. This one here is just a charm with extra chain, and then this is a tassel that I made from embroidery thread. And so I just put it all together and made that. So, oh, also too, both of these are covered with cloth, like with fabric cloth. So it's got a really cool feeling to it. This one, I don't know if I want to show you guys the cloth. I'll show you guys the cloth. It's like, it's not really difficult to get because it's right here beside me. It's just, they're big. So this one here came from this fabric that is all cut up, but it came from this fabric here. Okay. And then this other, this other one here, this one came from this fabric here. So that's that. And they are super easy. If you guys are curious on how I cover these, just let me know and I'll make up a spine and I'll cover it for you guys. Of course, then I'll have to make an album to go into the spine or the cover, but you know, I can do that. So anyway, this is the next album that I made. This is not a made tassel. This is a bought one. Or I think it's a gift one actually, because I don't really buy tassels too much, only if they're like on super big clearance. That's it. So this paper line, if it might look familiar, it's because it is. It's the same paper line. It's the K & Company Susan Wingate designer. I don't know what the title of the paper pad is or the line or anything. So I made these bows, or this bow, and I did show you guys how to make these, and I talked about how to make the double layer at the very end of that video. This particular album is not 100% complete because I don't have the photo mats in the middle here, because I'm not sure what I want to put there. I was thinking about journaling pages, but I was also thinking about like old vintage paper. I don't know what I want to do there. So anyway, this first page is nothing but journal page. That's it. I mean, obviously you could put pictures there too. You can do whatever you want with the thing. I've got 2 envelopes that I had coffee stained. And I had made these a while back. These were the first cupcake liners that I stained. I think there's like 6 or 8 in here. Yeah, there's 7. Okay, I forgot how to count. No, there is 8. Okay, 1 got stuck together. So anyway, those were the first cupcake liners that I had stained. And like I said, I thought I was coming up with a really cool idea, but apparently it's such a cool idea that other people have thought about it too. So Miss Yenny, she has a video on some embellishments that she made with it. This is just some more of that paper that I had dyed earlier, and I cut this image out right here, and I really liked the image, so I cut it out. And then I didn't really want to waste the rest of the paper, so I tore it in half, and this is what was left. And I just stuck it in here because it was cool. That's pretty much it. I don't have inserts for the envelopes. I think I have 1 insert for one of the envelopes, but that's it. Like I said, this one is not 100% complete. Added one of my bookmarks that I made last year. Had a little flip page in here, a little tuck pocket with 2 little tiny envelopes here, again with the magnets. I love the magnets. And this one with its little insert. So I thought that was super cute. And this punch that I used was the, I think this is We Are Memory Keepers punch. Border punch, something like that. And then a little pocket here. Again, I don't have anything to go in there. And then this is the back. So this one I didn't quite finish. I mean, it's the guts of it is finished. I just have to like add more stuff to it because it seems kind of empty. So that's the second one. Let's see what time we're on. Oh my gosh. Okay, last one. I promise it's the last thing. So I recently got some paper and products from Michaels, and I ranted and raved about, or not raved, but I ranted about how much Michaels was disappointing me and how much I paid for this paper. So I really wanted to start using it and get my money's worth out of it. So I made this keepsake box. And this is another one of the charms, the little tiny charms that I was telling you guys about in the last video. So that's the second one. And basically all I did with this is I added it to 3 links of chain, stuck, I like did a punch right here in the middle and just connected it to that. And that's it. That's the thing. Okay, and then I'm going to show you guys the inside. So this is the inside of the box. So this one says Tropical Paradise. I used some trim that I got at Tuesday Morning. It's actually part of an Easter line, I think. But it matched really cool because of the watermelons. The watermelons got different shades of green in there, so I thought that was cool. And then these feet. These feet are actually from the eyeglass holder that I got at Dollar Tree. I think I might have one, yeah, because I only opened one pack, but this is the pack that I was talking about. So the other pack is opened and it's in a little zippy bag somewhere. But those are the beads from that. So that's the feet. And that's the box. So I thought that was really, really cute. This also came from a template from Miss Genevieve Designs. And this is a rosette that I made with the Martha Stewart punch that I recently got. And this is a hairband from Dollar Tree that I recently got. And then this is the little mini album. So this little mini album is a little bit different. I wanted to do something a little bit different. It's still a mini album and you could do whatever you want with it. But this one's kind of like a Happy Mail mini album. So you have stuff in here to create or to finish up your Happy Mail. So you have little bags in here that you napkinized, if you will. You have little tiny note cards in here. And you have a little tuck spot right here. And you have a pocket here, obviously. And then in between, you also have a little pocket. And you have some more bags. And you have a little belly band on the other side that can hold some notes if you are taking notes of things. You have another little pocket on this side that can hold stickers or trim or whatever. So there's that. And then on the, I love this. I'll go over that in a second. And then on the back side, you have the pocket and another envelope. So I don't have anything in this particular envelope, but again, you could put cards in here. You could put sticky notes in, give me that. You could put sticky notes in there. I mean, you could put whatever you want in there. So there's that. And this was all part of the same thing. So yeah. So all of this was part of the keepsake box template set. The album, the box, everything. Except for this part. So this part, I created the closure just like she normally would with the pockets. But instead, I added a zipper. Like an actual working zipper. And inside, you've got all kinds of goodies. And you can put whatever you want in here. I happen to put in here a couple foam stickers, some gems, you know, I've got some flowers, some teardrops that I got from, not clearance, but I got these during Christmas time at Dollar Tree. These also came from the Dollar Tree. I think these are from Michael's. These were on clearance at Michael's because they were part of the Easter collection. But yeah, so like I said, this is like your little happy mail. And there's more in there. Just my big old fat fingers couldn't get them all out. So yeah, that is it. That is what I've been working on. By the way, this particular paper here is part of Michael's new summer collection. It is called it is not called it is called Tropical Life. So everything that I used in here, like all of the paper in here, with the exception of this piece right here, this green piece, all of this came from the Tropical Life line. I used paper out of this particular paper pad, and I also used paper out of this paper pad. So I used some of the embossing, and I used this mostly. And the pink cardstock was obviously pink cardstock. But that is what the start of what I did to try to get my money back out of this this paper pack. This paper pack, whoo, $13. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Anyway, so that is what I have been doing. Oh, I put that in backwards. So that is what I have been doing with my life for the last couple weeks, is making, there we go. I don't know how I'm going to do this. There we go. Making mini albums. That's what I've been doing. So anyway, this video is absolutely ridiculously long. I should have split it in 2 videos, but I didn't. And now you guys know everything that I've been doing. So yeah, I'm gonna start crafting some more, and I'll get on to doing some tutorials for you guys. If you want to know how I do these canvas covers, then let me know, and I will definitely put a cover together for you guys on camera so I can show you guys how to do that. Also, these boxes are fairly simple to make with or without the templates. So if you're curious on how to make those, let me know and I'll do a tutorial on that. Possibly. I was going to do a tutorial on the albums, but I started and the very first video was an hour long. And I was like, oh my God, that is not going to happen. So I've got to figure out a way to shorten it down so it's not just ridiculously long. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. I've been yapping too much. And thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, bye guys.